Hi, my name's Sterling, and this is Learning American English with me. And today's video is about phrasal verbs, or I like to call them verb phrases, but it's also about Dirty Harry. So stay tuned, just give me a few seconds first. This video has some getting and some putting in it. Plus, there are a few other verb phrases too. Watch for them in the subtitles. And when my video editing skills improve, I hope I might also have a few more learning tricks up my sleeve for those videos. But until then, I'm going to continue to use subtitles, and I will also be putting definitions of the phrasal verbs used in the text in the description box under the video. And in this video, it's not just phrasal verbs. I've included some common phrases that you're likely to hear in a lot of casual conversation, and this will help you with general vocabulary building. So, if you can put up with my style, let's get down to it and get started. I'm going to tell you about the story of Dirty Harry. Dirty Harry is a classic Clint Eastwood character. There were several Dirty Harry movies in which Clint plays his very typical role of a tough guy and a good guy. A good guy who's extremely tough. And of course, his name is Harry. And you don't want to mess with this guy, Harry. Harry is an undercover cop who takes his job very seriously. He doesn't put up with any bull, and he's never afraid to do what has to be done. Harry's almost like a superhero character, because in real life, it's doubtful that anyone could confront and kill so many menacing criminals without also having some kind of legal difficulties. But in the movies and on TV, superhero type undercover cops get a free pass for killing the bad guys, like the License to Kill that James Bond had in the spy movies. Or maybe society was different than it is now when this movie was made. And maybe a character like this could have once existed 50 years ago or more. I can imagine it. It was a different world 50 years ago. Harry takes on whatever needs to be cleaned up. He gets rid of the dregs of society. And he even tackles the corruption within the police force in which he works. And he puts on this image of a tough guy 100% of the time. And he never hesitates to put down whatever or whoever needs to be put down. And Harry carries a very big gun, and he's not afraid to use it. And Harry is never just putting on a show. He does what he does well, which is to stop crime, which often includes the ugly task of killing bad people when they deserve to die. And he always does this, of course, in self-defense, and always in the spirit of compassion for the greater good. Harry's a good guy at heart and constantly works for the common good. That's what he gets out of it. He's not in this job for himself, and he doesn't need to impress anyone, and he doesn't care what anyone thinks of him. And you get the impression that Harry's perhaps really a selfless and compassionate man. He's making the world a better place by getting rid of the scum, getting rid of the really bad, low-quality people, which is Harry's way of expressing love for his fellow man. Now, there are a couple of classic scenes from Dirty Harry movies from which very memorable classic lines have been taken. In one famous scene, it's clear that Harry does get off on being on the side of good. In this scene, a group of 3 or 4 punk thugs, the lowest of the lowest, are terrorizing and robbing a restaurant when Harry walks in on them. One of them has an old woman by the hair, and when Harry walks casually and confidently into the scene, the thugs just look at him incredulously. They can't believe their eyes that someone would dare challenge them. And Harry says, "You don't think we're going to let you just walk out of here, do you?" To which one of the punk thugs replies with a little sarcastic laugh, "We? What do you mean, we?" To which Harry replies, "Smith, Wesson, and me." And then he pulls out his massive Smith & Wesson .44 Magnum. One of the other thugs points a shotgun at him, and Harry takes him down with his .44. And then another one opens fire on him, and Harry takes him out with a second shot. And that leaves the third thug holding the old lady by the hair. The scene's more complicated than that. Watch it. The third thug is threatening to shoot the old lady. After everything is over, Harry points his big .44 directly at him, and he cocks the hammer. And the kid starts to look scared. He doesn't know what to do now. He sees that Harry already killed his other partners in crime. And there are a couple of seconds of silence as the punk kid points his gun at the woman's head, while Harry has his big .44 pointed right in the kid's face at the same time. And he says, "Go ahead, make my day," implying that he would not hesitate to blow the kid's brains out if he should make one false move. I won't violate any copyrights. I'm just going to put a link to this classic scene down in the comments section, and I hope that Harry might become your hero. And that's it for the phrasal verbs and the vocabulary building. Read the description section below. I'll see you all real soon in the next video. Bye.